Welcome back. After prevailing in the battle over distribution of $18 billion worth of property tax relief, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick must now preside over an historic impeachment trial of a sitting attorney general and then wage another fight for school choice in a fall special session. Rudy, let's start with impeachment. What did you make of Patrick's guidance, if you will, and do you believe he can or will put his thumb on the scale and decide Paxton's future?
You know, he's an interesting guy. He went from David Copperfield making $18 billion essentially disappear. Now he's going to become Judge Judy, right? You know, Patrick's definition of this coming political show as political, you know, that was not ignored when he said that and should not be ignored. You know, with the way that things are setting up, the pressure that's coming from the extreme right of the Republican Party that's in bed right now with Paxton, it's going to look like and what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing and talking with a lot of other folks, September 5th, the first day of the trial, could very well be the last day of the trial. That's why my word was crossroads. Will the Republican majority in the Senate do a big split up and end up making a huge political punt to the real courts? Greg?
Dr. Mark Jones, Patrick defined the Paxton proceeding to come as a political trial. For the Republican senators who will cast the deciding votes, is there a clear path offering a political advantage one way or the other?
Not really. If they vote to impeach, they're going to enrage the base. If they vote to acquit, they're going to enrage a large majority of Texas voters. That's why I agree with Rudy. If they're going to acquit, the way they're going to do so is through the loophole of saying all of these crimes occurred before his most recent election under the voter forgiveness doctrine. Therefore, our hands are tied. We can't impeach them. And then let the courts work it out in terms of his issues with Harris County, the federal government, and others.
All right, Rudy, on the issue of border security, Patrick doubled down, saying controversial measures like river barriers and razor wire are actually saving lives. How do you think that hard line will play across the Lone Star State?
You know, Greg, it's playing really strong. A recent poll just came out in support of that floating barrier and the idea that the governor's doing busing migrants to other states. It's working. Even pundits on the left, they recently have agreed that it is working. It's getting attention and finally getting some attention up in Washington, D.C. Now, the trip to the border by state and congressional Democrats, that certainly seemed to have backfired. Greg?
All right, Mark, some may be surprised, but your polling tells us Patrick's positions on border security, school choice, and even the emphasis on homestead exemptions for property tax relief are supported by a majority of Texans. Did I get that right?
Completely right. When it comes to homestead exemptions, it's 85 to 90% support the property tax relief. When we get down to immigration, it's between 60 to 75, 60% to spend about 2.5 to 3 billion, 75% for sending the DPS and National Guard to the border. And even on school choice, if you restrict it to low-income Texans, it's a 60-40 in favor versus opposition. And if you give it to everybody, 53% favor, 47% oppose.
Rudy, quickly moving ahead to the fall in the fight over school choice, we have another 2 versus 1 equation with the Senate lining up with the governor in favor of vouchers, with the House holding out. How do you read it?
Yeah, you can't ignore those numbers that Mark just threw out, but the devil certainly is in the details. The Speaker, his Special Committee on Education, released a report a few days ago. It was not a flat-out endorsement of school choice, but it did suggest some form of a hybrid may go through the House. Still going to be a big fight there, and it is going to determine what is it going to look like? How's it going to be paid for? If we're talking about a new line item budget that people can tap into, well, you know, Dan Patrick could be accused of being, God forbid, a rhino.
Okay, that's all the time we have. To see this interview or others, go to our station YouTube channels.
And keep this conversation going. Join us on social media. And the Texas Trio will be back next week. And don't forget to let us know what you think the issue is.